Dala, 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 dala. Welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk to you about something a little bit different than usual. I first and foremost wanted to make sure and hope that everyone is safe and healthy, and that you are doing your best to make sure that your health is to the point, that you are supporting your immune system and staying home, practicing social distancing, and also using this time to work on yourself and keep on improving yourself. Now I know that some of you may be feeling a little bit scared. Some of you may be alone at the moment, feeling maybe a little bit isolated because your closest friends or family members are far away. So I wanted to share with you this particular topic that is really dear to my heart. So today we're going to talk about African classical traditional music. Music that feeds the soul, music that touches your core, music that is divinely inspired. The Kora is an African instrument born from divine inspiration. It is known that this divine inspiration was gifted to a few who were able to transmit it from generations to generations. They were able to craft the Kora instrument from local materials, using what was within their environment. And the vibration of the sound and the music itself is unique. You won't find it anywhere else. This sound can also be used when you are cleansing and clearing spaces. I talk about it in my Sacred Spaces class, the basics, which you will find a link to in the description box. So Kora music was divinely inspired. It was gifted from the heavens to selected few who dedicated their lives to expressing the music entrusted to them. They would close their eyes and see where the materials was to be found. They would use their hand and craft the body, the chords, and the melodies that were to touch thousands and millions of hearts. It was first granted and gifted to men, and men only, as they were adventurous and timorous, to venture out of the village and find the unique materials away from the curious eye, and guided by divine inspiration. Those men crafted the first instruments. They started playing the melody that was divinely inspired, and when they played, everything else stopped. Your heart stopped. Then your heart started melting and opening up to divine wisdom, to divine sweetness, to peace and serenity. This knowledge, this wisdom, this gift was transmitted from father to son, from generations to another. And many came to listen to the music from the gods. And the sound was so appeasing that even the heart and heart, even the most brutal, will calm and stand at ease as each note, as each sound will slowly and peacefully touch their heart. They will forget about the quarrel that they walk in with. They will see their anger just dissipate, and above all, they will finally feel within themselves the divine love that was always, always there. The Kora player was humble. He was dignified by the task entrusted in him. He saw his work and his art as sacred. He dedicated his life to that and to nothing else. There wasn't any other works, there wasn't any other job, occupation he could have wanted, as expressing the sound that came to him in dreams and the melodies that flew from his fingers as he pinched each chords. The sounds in itself told stories, stories seen and heard by generations, stories that uplifted, stories that taught the lessons that only time could create. And so the Kora is not just music, it is a healing tool, a high vibrational instrument that enables you to enter the presence of the gods. It was also said that when you listen to it at night with a peace of heart and a relaxed, complete body, when your mind was at ease with nothing else in it, you could hear the whispers of the ancestors and the sound that their voice guided you on the melodies towards the wisdom that you sought. Only those who were able to come in peace, humbled, looking for the reward that was already in the listening part of it and nothing else. To those who were entrusted treasures of wisdoms, pearls of serenity and knowledge beyond what they will ever know. But it is also said that as time went by, the people started adding to the music the sound of the voice. At first it started with songs divinely inspired, meant to uplift, meant to guide, meant to teach. But with time, the few who had been entrusted with this divine and sacred art became hardened. They deviated from their original purpose, at least many of them. They no longer wanted to serve the people with the music, but wanted the people to serve them for the music. And through these ordeals, many turned to the gods and asked for a sign. And it is said that the gods did not answer, for the divine himself came and intervened. And from then on, the gift was given to many more. The gift was spread around. The gift was offered to whoever had a pure enough heart, whoever was open enough to accept, whoever was dedicated enough to rise to the occasion. And from the Manding, the playing of the Kora spread throughout Africa. You can go now, even today, to the far eastern horn of Africa and find, as I did, men and women who carved the Kora, who played the Kora, and who sing songs never sang before. You can even go to the central of Africa, in the midst of the jungle, in the tropics, in the plains, and see those who are now also gifted with the sacred art. And even if you go to the southern part of the continent, to the beloved South Africa, there too you will find men and women playing the Kora. The Kora has become an instrument that can touch souls, that can uplift even the saddest of souls. And today, as you listen to my voice, I hope you will dare to take the chance to see your anger being appeased, to feel the healing offered in the music, and to be reminded that those who play and share their art with us are not serving us, but the divine himself. And that for us who are so lucky to be in their presence as they play this divine sound, and who are open enough to let it touch your heart and your soul, and let that healing begin, that healing take you to the places that need to be cleaned and cleansed. And as each note vibrates within your body, as each note vibrates through your soul, that you accept the release of what no longer serves you, that you accept the release of what never served you, and that you are open to the better days to come. Hence, I will invite you, for those of you who've never heard of the Kora, to take a leap of faith and listen, to take a time in your day and be open to listen to this African sound, the music meant to heal us all. While modern days have made them concerts with huge crowds and voices and bands and all of that, I will recommend that you only listen to the basic sound of the Kora. Even though they are magical and beautiful voices that have sang many beautiful songs, I will recommend that you listen only to the sound of the Kora. For there is the core of the true message. For the melody is the pathway to get you close to the divine. And it was important for me to make this video so that you remember that spirituality is only a pathway to keep your connection, to enhance your connection with the divine. That is the purpose of spirituality. It is never for you to look down upon your fellow humans. It is not for you to get lost in technicalities, but it's for you to realize that the divine is always besides you, and that so much has been offered to us to help us better ourselves and to help us appease ourselves even in the worst times and the worst moment. So to help you in your journey, I will leave either in the description box or in the comments below few links to Kora music. And if you find some music on your own, I will recommend that you seek the music that only let the Kora speak, and that you listen to it with an open heart, your eyes closed and your body relaxed. May you be able to be lifted by the sounds and the melodies, to be carried away in a different world where your soul can freely speak to you. may you lay down and rest your head and long and let your desires guided with your love, the love for your beloved, the love for your family, the love for your nation, and the love for humanity. That the melodies that you listen to open you to the revelations that are meant for you in terms of who you truly are, what your path truly is, and the treasures that lay ahead. If only you could humble yourself and trust that everything that happens for a reason, even for untold purposes that we don't understand at the moment, will be revealed when the time comes. And so that you too, as you listen to the melodies and the sound, you may feel within your soul your connection with the divine.